Again, Brian Essi, 15306 Edgewater Drive. I think more of the dialogue that just occurred shows that the laws may not be enforced. I disagree with Mr. Graham. I don't think it's about Cleveland Clinic at all. I think it's about the folks in this room that are tasked with enforcing the law. Now, I don't want to pick on Councilman Anderson or O'Leary, but they both made comments about if at the time of the repeal that was pending for purposes of the referendum, I think Mr. Anderson indicated if it was something illegal, it would change his mind. And I think in another conversation on the phone, Mr. O'Leary said he was still open to that if evidence were to come forward. I'm not here to make a legal argument. I'm just here to present some facts that have come to light and I think are quite important. The first public comment that Mr. Summers made on January 28th at the Beck Center regarding Metro, he said, "We had 2 meetings with our narrow strategic group and the Metro group. We never got a written letter of intent from them." True. There was some serious interest on their part strategically in starting off as a family health center and considering whether or not they would consider running it as a community hospital. It was a very exciting possibility, and then the beginning of October, they withdrew their interest, so it went away. Mr. Summers indicated in response to a question by me in July of last year, I think it was July, "I am not aware of any second proposal from Metro. I've not seen any proposal." There turned out to be a PowerPoint demonstration I was pursuing at that time. I pursued it much after the Metro proposal, or Metro went away in 2015. Again, I commented earlier about the brief period of time that Metro was given to do a response to an RFP. Mr. Gort, April 27th, 2015, in this body. "Metro is not interested," he said. He knew Dr. Boutros. A couple weeks later, Dr. Boutros expressed some interest. I won't get into the political pressure that was apparently put on Dr. Boutros and Metro in 2015 to back down, and I have evidence of that. But I recently got a document in which someone fairly high up and involved in the RFP process at Metro wrote, "I think we should," in response to a politician or an elected leader who was making an inquiry on behalf of a constituent on January 15th of 2015, the day after the announcement. "I think we should be open about the fact that we tried and they," parens, the selection committee, close parens, "turned us down. They would rather have an outpatient office with CCF over a hospital with Metro." I want you to ask yourselves, does it make any difference now if the process was flawed? Does it make any difference if Metro's bid was suppressed and looked over? Does it make any difference if our executive leader, throughout the process that this body was deliberating, misrepresented the Metro proposals and the Metro's interests? Does it make any difference? I think it does. I'm disgusted, disappointed, especially since I worked, or tried to work, with Mayor Summers. I worked behind the scenes to get that interest rekindled, and I begged him not to do what he did in his letters last May. He ignored me. He shut me out. I could go on with other personal statements I've obtained that show damaging information. And I've asked this body to reconsider what it's doing here, especially the sale of these properties. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman.